What is up, you guys? It's it's whatever fucking day it is now. I'm sorry that I'm late again. I've been working my dick off. But we're gonna do a horror movie review because I know everybody needs to be distracted right now because there's a bunch of bullshit going on. So if you watch my videos, and if I do more videos, then maybe we can not go outside and be assholes to everybody. I don't know. Anyways, our first movie is called The Wretched. This movie got a shitload of hype on all of the horror threads and everything, and it looked like it was going to be a really, really good movie. Corey said that there is somebody out there making really, really good trailers for movies that are just straight garbage. This movie was fucking awful. The pacing of this movie was way the fuck off. The kid could have been cast by a Rock, not The Rock, but it would have been better if he had been cast by just, like a stone that you find outside of your house or something. The monster in this movie was your basic bitch monster, basically. The premise of this movie looked way fucking cooler in the trailer than the actual movie. Again, another zinger from Corey while we were watching this movie. It felt like an episode of Goosebumps, actually. And it was so, look at how fucking cool this trailer looks. It looks badass, right? Not good. The movie was wretched. It was a wretched movie. Would I recommend it? Absolutely not. There was no feeling behind the music. There was no real legitimate reason that, somebody tried hard on it, but not quite hard enough. You know what I mean? Basic everything in this movie. It looked the trailer. Well, you guys watch the trailer and be like, oh shit, that looks fucking amazing. And it did. And it got all of this hype on all of the horror threads that I'm on. But dude. Hold on one second. I have to get something for this trailer. Hold on. I'll be right back. So this next movie is called Behind You.
There are some rules locked at all times.
Uh-huh. Man, that was cheesy. So this movie is called The Rake, and it looked like it was gonna be, well, if... Okay, hold on, you guys. This girl with mental instabilities gets released from the hospital, and her and her sister and her sister's boyfriend all like move into this house together. Did you guys see that? Right here?
She believes she's becoming its copy.
No, not right there.
Becoming its copy.
Saw it.
Right there?
You know what this is. You saw it.
Right there. Did you see that? Hold
You
on.
saw it.
Oh my fucking god. Let me try. I'm gonna try and pause it.
You know what this is. You saw it.
God damn it. That right there. If this movie had been about that fucking monster, game changing. Would have been amazing. That is what a rake is supposed to look like. Well, at least that's what it's been reported to look like. Fucking terrifying. Like, look at that guy. Like, I wouldn't want to see that. Did we see that in the movie? No spoilers. No.
Becoming its copy.
I would not. This movie had a very abrupt ending. There was no closure to anything at all. There was very little gore and or monster sequences in it, which gives it bad ratings for me, because I have to have those kind of things for me to appreciate a creature feature, as mentioned in the trailer. No, The Rake was not good. It was kind of a waste of time. I feel like I'm shooting 3 for 3 here so far. I am doing 5 movies tonight, though. So that being said, there's still hope. There's still hope. Unbelievably silly. There wasn't any kind of redeeming quality to it at all. I feel like I have taken one for the team. Again, you guys, do not watch The Rake. It looked like it was going to be interesting, and it just dragged on kind of very similarly to The Wretched. So it was a basic monster. There wasn't anything unique about it. There wasn't a lot of gore. There wasn't a lot of, like, terror, really. I don't know. I guess check it out if you guys want to. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But in my opinion, no good. This movie called Shark Night, which was hilarious. Kimmy, I want to check this one out. So it's about these, these college kids, and they're all going up to this lake to have a vacation, and
You guys have fun back
oh yeah, and there's a dog.
What we had in mind.
There's a dog. This movie, so we watched all 4 of these literally in a row, and I'm really glad that we finished it up with Shark Night. It was all garbage up until this movie. And I mean, even this movie was garbage, but it was the fun kind of garbage. So, these kids are going vacationing in this lake, right? It is a saltwater lake, and of course, when you go vacationing, you have to see what? You have to see rednecks at the gas station before you get loaded up, right? So they do all this waterboarding and stuff, and then they start losing people. Then they start finding out that there are actually sharks. There are sharks in the lake, which is hilarious. As things progress, it gets more ridiculous. There's a lot of, like, really ridiculous scenes in it that kind of, like, I would say this movie was like a blend between a mid-90s sci-fi movie, like Sharknado or something like that, and a low budget, like really low budget, late 2000s horror movie. Just so poorly executed, and the story was fucking silly. You know, there's all kinds of I only recommend this movie to people who like this schlocky kind of garbage dumpster fire sort of but still okay kind of feeling movie. I would watch it again if if the right people were in the room. You know who you are. Like there was cheesy death scenes, there was lots of blood, there was like a bunch of dumb bitches in bikinis and stuff, like, and you just want to suspend your disbelief of, like rednecks and sharks. Check it out. Otherwise, no. Moving on to our fifth and final for this evening. I'm giving you guys 2 extras tonight because I'm so late. And I'm really sorry. I've been working my fucking dick off. Do you guys remember when I bashed my finger a couple weeks ago? That's not fingernail polish. That's the bruise. Moving on to number 5, we are going to go with Blood Machines. So this popped up on a number of horror threads, and it also popped up on my Shudder feed, and it looked extremely interesting. Like, somebody did a shit load of homework for this fucking... This. It's beautifully done. It is so gorgeous. There is a lot of... I mean, there's a shitload of digital effects added to this, but oh my god, this was amazing. This was a very cyberpunky, steampunky kind of. It was a very brief. I think it was like 4 or 5 episodes, but it might as well have been a movie. Because I watched it consecutively on Shudder, and like somebody did a lot of fucking homework for this shit, and somebody worked really hard on the soundtrack, and they worked really hard on the effects, and just the whole thing was stunning. I definitely recommend you guys need to check this out. He also did a short film before this, which I believe you can view on YouTube, but this was beautifully done, and it was graphic, and it was violent, and it felt very, very cyberpunk, very post-apocalyptic. The whole thing was, if you guys have Shudder, or if you have another means of acquiring this, I definitely recommend Blood Machines. It was phenomenal. It fulfilled all of those needs that you want to see in this type of movie. So, you've got like killer robots, and you've got excessive gore, and you've got sick ass 80s like bit music kind of going on in the background. You've got apocalypse wardrobes. You've got backstabbing. I don't want to give too much away about the premise of the whole thing. I think it's like 5 episodes, but they're all like 30 minutes, 23 minutes a piece, 18 minutes, whatever it is. So if you just watch them consecutively in a row, you're not going to be sorry. This shit was amazing. So that is it for me for tonight, you guys. I'm sorry I'm late again. I just, I've been trying to make money and stuff. I'm going to try and be better about it. I'm going to do 1 a week at the very least. Do not forget about Retro Access Deluxe. We posted a video, I think, last week or the week before. I've been kind of put on a holding pattern until we decide what exactly we're going to do. But there's plenty of content over there on that channel. There's plenty of content on this channel. I want you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, so you know when I update this kind of shit. I also I want to thank you guys for continuing to watch, and I want everybody to be safe out there. Don't be an asshole. And watch fucking horror movies. Anyways, that's it for me, and I will see you guys at some point next week in the future.